This is Asia Dream Cup. This is the opportunity for Kyle Idampawi to do, I think, what we've been expecting him to do since Sepang in round number 1 and claim the title. But racing is a funny old sport.
Yes, indeed. And we are now on the formation lap of ADC. And perhaps today we will see the new champion of Asia Dream Cup in crown after this race. But then again, as that's it just now, nothing is certain in racing.
Kyle Idampawi, bike number 1, will be first on the grid. Andy Farid will be hoping to put this morning's disappointment behind him, where he crossed the line first, but didn't get even a podium place. Aditya did. Sumit Lux wants to finish. Step in a go, wants a miracle. Rete Kurugu just wants a decent finish once again. That's on row 2 of the grid. As we move through onto row 3, Mori Chang, who's been consistent throughout this season. He's done Chinese Taipei proud, Hami.
Yes, indeed, for Chang Yu, who finished 6th today, and he's shown some improvement this year as well.
The Indian Prabhu and Sarath Kumar, again, great experience for the 2 Indian riders, and Harith Farhan. These are all young lads. It's a Asia Dream Cup, 125cc. Tadachi from the Philippines, Arshad Rusty and Shoal Irvin Daniel. It's competitive racing. Kiatsiak and Li Yanqing complete the 17 starters from row 6 of the grid.
Yeah, what we're looking at are young riders from all over Asia competing in the Asia Dream Cup. This is where they will start their racing career. It's a great foundation for them to go up. And we saw our Ono, the winner of last year, who is now racing in the CEV Championship, Spanish Championship, doing very well, finishing twice on podium, and also always in the top 4 and top 10, and he will be racing in the World GP next year. That's what all these riders be looking for, and especially for Kyle Idampawi, who is now currently the champion-elect for the Asia Dream Cup.
Formation lap, the opening half of this new circuit is very much 2 long straights with a hairpin bend, and the second part of the course is extremely technical, where you've got to have your weight distribution dead right, and you line through the corners, Harmy. That's the key.
Yeah, the racing line is very important here. Exiting the corner as well, because at the middle part of the circuit is very important for the riders to go very smooth around the corner and exiting the corner with the speed that they want. And then, of course, the last corner that we'll be waiting for again for ADC Race 2.
Okay, numbers to look out for on the front row. Kyle Idampawi wears number 1. Andy Farid on bike number 4. On the second row, Tepi Nagoye, bike number 5. Look out for them. Also look out for my personal favourite, the youngster. Where is he? Yeah, where's my favourite? Kochi Tadachi. I've been wanting Tadachi to do well all season, and he never really has. So that's just a personal one. Anyway, green flag goes, red flag off, red lights will come on, and then we are all systems go. Asia Dream Cup is off and running, and it's a solid start from Kyle Idampawi, although in the middle, he's under immediate pressure from Andy Farid Idzaha.
Early in the race, we saw that Andy Farid made his move to lead the race, but then again, it's still early. 8 laps to go, only the first corner. And Kyle Idampawi, who started from the front of the grid now, he's trying to regain his place back in front of the group. With number 11, there is Aditya Pangestu Hanafi.
Aditya picked up the win earlier on today. Now, Kyle Idampawi's gone very wide around this first hairpin, just looking to stay out of trouble, I suspect. Hits the apex nice and clean, and sweeps up out in second place. Does Kyle Idampawi, with Aditya Pangestu Hanafi leading the way in bike number 11.
This is a very wide track, as you can see that they have quite a number of racing line that they can choose in a straight line especially.
Wow, you talked about the heat. That's what they're going into, a furnace, yeah, isn't it? Andy Farid leads the way.
For Kyle Idampawi, you just need a point for him to win the title and to finish the race. And number 5, where is number 5? He has to win the race, at least to have some kind of hope. The miracle is what they say, just enough for him to keep the title open till the end of the race in Doha.
We're coming to the tail end of lap number 1 of this 8-lap race. These are 125cc bikes, all powered by Honda engines, as Andy Farid leads the way from Kyle Idampawi. Bike number 4 from bike number 1, as they come into the sharp right-hander before the excruciatingly difficult final little series of bends. The sharp left.
This is the pattern of the race that we will see a huge group in front. I suspect there will be 7 or 8 riders again in front group, headed by Karo Idampawi. Then number 4 is there, Andi Farid and also Aditya, who did very well earlier today.
Everyone slams down the gears and safely through the difficult V corner, the 12th corner, the most difficult on the circuit. And as it's very close to the start-finish line, they place for some real drama in all 3 races this morning.
Yeah, great race right now in front of a huge crowd is something that all riders will be looking for, and especially for the Thai riders, they were cheering for Kiatisa Chow Wisat and also another rider Pasawit Titiwa Vararak.
Looking at the Thai riders, where are they? Pasawat is currently 10th. And Kiatisak is in 15th out of 16 who are still on the grid, so not a great start. Karo Idampawi still in that little group. He'll be happy. He'll want to win, of course, but you don't blow the opposition away in these kinds of races. The bikes are too evenly matched.
Well, that's the advantage for Karo Idampawi, as what Nakano mentioned before the race, that he has the advantage over the other riders. He's more matured and his riding is very smooth. Especially in the corners, this is where advantage for Karo Idampawi.
And there is Karo Idampawi, that's smooth, just leans into it ever so gently. Looking for Tepe Nagoe, who's in the pack behind. He's probably in 8th or 9th place at the moment, Tepe Nagoe. We're looking at Tepe Nagoe and Karo Idampawi because Nagoe is the only one with even the remotest chance of stopping Karo Idampawi taking this Asia Dream Cup title.
It's very far right now. It's 9th place, 7 laps to go. And still we have a huge group in front. All of them now fighting for P1. Still Karo Idampawi leading the race. And we know that he set a time, it's like half a second faster than any other rider in the qualifying session. And he can run away from all other riders if they have a battle behind him. But right now, they are all surrounding Karo Idampawi and making sure that he will not go far in front.
Karoki is the man who's closest, bike number 6, with Andi Farid from Indonesia, bike number 4, just getting the right line coming into this, and they slam on the brakes, down into second, possibly even first gear, and then onto the apron of the track, trying to avoid that AstroTurf, because that's very slippy, you lose control. Karo Idam leads, Andi Farid, Mori from Japan 3rd, Aditya in 4th. Tepil Nagoe is up in 5th place.
Yeah, that's Tepil Nagoe now up to 5th. In the last corner, that's now, it's very important for them to go inside, very near inside of the track, for them to have an advantage going through the checkered flag. And now Karo Idampawi is trying to make his move.
Oh, we've got our first casualty, and it's on the notorious corner, yeah, just going too wide, loses it, tries to brake too hard.
And that's Lee Yingqing, bike number 16.
Bits flying off all over his machine. I think he'll get up okay. Whether or not he'll continue is a completely different matter. So Karo Idam leads through Aditya. Now 5 within a less than half a second of each other.
We have 8 riders now in this group, and it's difficult to say at this moment who will have the advantage. This is the Asia Dream Cup and also the Underbone Racing, where they will be very close to each other, but no one wants to be in the middle of this group coming to the final lap. So they will try to outdo each other now.
Karogi leads the way. 5.5 laps to go. Karogi leans into the corner. Andi Farid close by, and Aditya. And Tepe Nagoe is up on the shoulder of Karo Idampawi. Right behind them, number 6, Sunya Mori. But it's Aditya as Karo Idam makes that aggressive move on the apex of the corner. He is aggressive. We heard beforehand in the analysis of him. So Aditya leads, but Karo Idampawi, he's not scared to make maneuvers, is he, Hami?
No, he's not scared to do that, as he's proof in the outer police when he had a battle with Nagoe and also Kurogi. And here comes Karo Idampawi again. See how he takes the corner in the last turn. That's how different he is from the rest of the riders.
Completely dominates the rest of the riders. It's almost like they said, after you, sir, on that occasion.
Yeah.
Because he's the main man, the man in the yellow and orange hat. He's champion-elect. All he really has to do is finish. Anything more than 4 points, and he is guaranteed of champion's berth, but he wants to win. He's already had one disappointment of only second in the earlier race, truncated though it was. But now he's leading with 4.5 laps to go. And Ngoe, he's made his move. And Tepe Ngoe goes in, and Aditya goes past Tepe Ngoe as they come to the hairpin at the end of the first straight.
For 5 laps to go, so we're still in huge group, and they are taking turn to lead the pack. Yeah, we saw Ngoe just now. That's Ngoe, Tepe Ngoe. Not very long, because here comes number 11 and number 1. Number 11 is Aditya, and number 1 is Karo Idampawi. And I have to say that Aditya and also Andy Farid, they have shown a great improvement in the last 2 rounds in Japan and also here in Thailand.
Great point, well made. We focus so much on the front too that the supporting cast very often get let out. This is development, so if you're looking for riders to develop, Aditya has certainly improved throughout the season, as has Andy Farid. Now, can they build on that improvement as we come into around about the halfway mark? Karo Idampawi leads the way. Aditya on bike 11 is second. Chang has been dropped from third. It's Tepe Ngoe, I think, in third place, bike number 1. Forced very wide was Harith Farhan.
They have their own battle behind, but still in the large group in front with 5 laps to go. We saw how quickly it can change. Ngoe was leading the race, and now Ngoe is down to
it's third, I think.
Third, I think, yeah. Is it third? No, it's not even third.
It's way down.
He's way down. So how quickly things can change in Asian Dream Cup. With 5 laps to go, they're going to 4 laps remaining. With at the moment, you see how fast that Karo Idampawi can go on the front straight. In the corner there where he has all the advantage, aggressively taken the corner from the inside. That's to separate him from all the other riders in ADC this year.
0.865 seconds separating first from 7th. That's how it is in the Asia Dream Cup. Karo Idampawi leading the way. Bike number 1, Aditya, goes past him. Ngoe tries to come on the outside of Aditya. There's a little bit of contact. Ngoe will have the right to go into the corner first. Mori is close with him as well as Ngoe. That's nicely done by Tepe Ngoe.
Yes, we have 7 riders now with less than a second between them, so that's how close the riders are. So it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's more than 7 riders now in this group. So they still have 4 laps to go, and it looks like, you know, they have a various racing line coming through the corner.
There's the ARRC circuit in all of its glory. This grandstand, you can see everything from it. And that shot is from the top of the grandstand as they come into the technical part of the course. You can see it's a sharp right-hander. Got to get the knees on the floor, keep the throttle open, trust in your machine, trust in the back end to hold it, and then sling yourself over onto the right-hand side before this little, well, it's not a straight, but it's as good as a straight.
It is a difficult part of the track, an important part of the track for the riders to be in front, to make the difference between them and the riders behind. So they have to be very careful. They have to go very smooth here in this part of the track for them to gain the momentum, to gain the speed that they want.
Big runoffs at this track in Buriram. Karugi in second place. Karo Idampawi will lead the way. There he is, bike number 1, Tepe Ngoe on his heels. Karugi, bike number 2, will actually take the lead. But again, Karo Idampawi, this is my circle. Oh, he had a little bit of a wobble, Karo Idam. Haven't seen that before. He had a little panic, and Karugi has taken advantage, and Tepe Ngoe was, I think, half went in. Go on over, Karo.
Now it's Kurogi's turn to be Toku Kurogi from Japan to be in front. And we'll see how long that he will be there, but he still have to go. And after this, it will be very important lap for all the riders. Now 11, that is Aditya Pagiswanafi trying to overtake Karo Idampawi now. He's in front of Karo Idampawi right now.
Also making a move is Pasawit. We haven't really mentioned Pasawit, but he was on the outside that little group. But Karo Idampawi, as they come into, oh, you can't make mistakes. He made a mistake, but he's lost possibly. He had a half a second lead. It's down to less than that if he's held on to it at all. But Kurogi leads the way from Aditya. 6 is Mori, and 5 is Tepe Ngoe, who's right on the wheel as we see the Mad Max view.
Well, the Thai crowd would love to see one of the riders in front. That will make them go wild. That's Pasawit, number 18. I think he's in this group as well. Pasawit is in this group. Number 18, right in the middle of all in this group with Karoidam Pawi now leading the race. 3 laps to go. Oh, one rider is down behind. I saw one rider is down behind with Karoidam Pawi still leading. We're not sure who's the rider, who's that rider, but one thing for sure is Karoidam Pawi is still in front with number 8 behind him. That is Chang International. Yeah, this is.
Frustrating for Chang International, but Karoidam Pawi.
Chang International is still in the race.
Okay.
Number 8 is still in the race.
We'll find out. It wouldn't be Pasawit. I saw an 8 there, but Karoidam Pawi is ignoring that because he is now honing in on the title. Victory guarantees the title, even 9th guarantees the title. Karoidam Pawi wants to do this in style. Second earlier on today, wants to have a victory. Aditya in his slipstream as he takes that aggressive line, comes out quickly. Yeah, that's nice from Karoidam Pawi. 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go for this rider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 riders in front. Yes, we have 8 riders in front right now, and now Karoidam Pawi is making his move, now creating a gap between him and Aditya, second, Aditya, number 11.
Yeah, it was over half a second.
Yeah, only
over
half
a second at the end of the lap, and I think he's increasing it again. Aditya's the only one who's come with him. Karoidam Pawi is trying to get away. Aditya has stuck with him down that back straight, just got into his slipstream, and Aditya tries to get the angle.
That shows how. But we said that improvement by Aditya Pangestu this year. That if he's still racing in ADC next year, he will be looking for Aditya Pangestu, because before this, no one can get near Karoidam Pawi, and now he's right behind Karoidam Pawi.
He is indeed. Tepi Nago in third. There's the shot. Mad Max in the Thunderdome as they come forward. This is Karoidam Pawi, overtaken by Aditya, just to prove your point. But these two have got quite a bit of daylight between them and the rest of the crew. Karoidam takes the inside line. Aditya wants it back, can't get it because Carol closes the door.
Yes, Karoidam Pawi really wants to be in the middle of the podium to win the race, and also to announce that he's a new champion of ADC in style, and he's fighting very, very hard right now to maintain his first place.
Just 16 years of age, Karoidam Pawi, and he's a very mature rider. A little bit of a semi-error there allows Aditya to claw a little bit of time back, and the rest of the pack have closed in a little bit. But Karoidam Pawi is kind of leading the charge. He's got 1.25 laps before he is crowned champion of the Asia Dream Cup. Karoidam Pawi, bike number 1, Aditya on 11, and 6 is Mori, who's getting close. Where's Tepi Nagoy? Nowhere in that group, so he's out the top 5, Tepi Nagoy.
They're now coming to the final lap of the race with Karoidam Pawi is where he wants to be in the first last lap. So this time it is really a last lap.
This time we really do have last lap. Karoidam Pawi, Aditya and Mori. 8 is Chang International. But all focus on this young fella. Our focus before the race was on him. Our focus all season has been on Karoidam Pawi. He is a name to look out for in the future.
What a season for Karoidam Pawi, who also dominated his the race in Malaysia for his category, winning it with 3 more rounds to go. And here, with 1 more round to go, he's in front of the group. He's leading the race. He's looking good for him to win the title here in Buriram.
And the rest are just trailing in his wake. He won back-to-back in Sepang, 2nd and 1st in Sentul, 2 firsts in Autopolis, 2 firsts in Tezuka, 2nd earlier on today. You wouldn't put it beyond him to pick up a first today. That's bike number 1, Karoidam Pawi. Tepi Nagoy, bike number 5, has made a move just to try and close things down, but it's bike number 6, Sunyi Mori, who's closest to him.
Still, we have a few more corners to go, and we saw number 11 there trying to make his move from the inside, Aditya Pangestu. It's quite a brave move of Aditya because he thought the door is not open that big for him to get in from the inside, but still try to get past the rider in front. So we have now, it is Karoidam Pawi, and second is Chunya Mori.
And then, assuming Karoidam wins this, Aditya will want to finish ahead of Nagoy because Aditya has got a chance of coming 2nd in the championship. So Focus on Khalid and Parry, bike number 1, of course, but let's look at bikes number 11 and number 5, because they are in a race for second place in the championships.
It looks like Nagawi now in the upper hand. He's in front of Andy. Oh, this is a last lap, and Mori is trying to make the move in front of Khalid Pawi. Yes, he did that just in the last corner of the
Khalid
race.
Pawi for the title.
It's
a wobble for Khalid Pawi. What a way to secure it.
And it's Mori in front.
Mori's been given it.
In front.
Khalid Pawi. The distance, 0.009 of a second.
Oh, I thought Khalid Pawi was in front of Mori because they are really fighting side by side. And his photo finish shows that Shunya Mori who wins the race just now.
Congratulations to Sunya Mori. He really wasn't going to hand that on a plate to Khalid Pawi. We thought he had that absolutely lined up. Aditya 3rd, Tepe Nagoe 4th. So Tepe Nagoe stays in charge of that battle for 2nd in the championship.
Yeah, that's how close it is. Khalid Pawi, this is his 2nd title for after winning his category back in Malaysia in the Malaysian Cup in a Vira category. Now in Asia Road Racing Championship, he just won the overall champion of 2014 Asia Dream Cup.
Congratulations, youngster. It's a wonderful achievement, and it's no fluke. He's dominated from the start of the season, and he's looked...
Well, he is. Well, like I said, over and over again, his determination, working so hard this year. A lot of training as well, discipline, changing of lifestyle, I heard, and also the good management team behind Khalid Pawi. That what pushed him really this year, making him different from last year. And he's now on the right step to become another great rider from Malaysia. Then it's only 16 years of age. He can go as far as he can.
Just to confirm, he now leads the championship table by 78 points from Tepe Nagoe. So there's only 50 points available, so he cannot be overhauled. And in 3rd place, Tepe Nagoe in 2nd leads Aditya Pangestu Hanafi by just 11 points. So the battle for 2nd as we go into Qatar is very much up for grabs. But all eyes, as they have been all season, the gold helmet.
Yeah, all been said about Khalid Pawi. You know, he's a great year for Khalid, great year for his team as well. They work very, very hard for his achievement. And Khalid Pawi is doing just that. The way he rides the bike, like Nakano said, Shinya Nakano, the trainer for ADC, had a high praise for Khalid Pawi. He said he has a great future lies in front of Khalid Pawi. Now it's up to him to make sure that he will get there.
And a real thrill for it to happen in front of such a big crowd.
That's a bonus for Khalid Pawi.
A lot of them wearing the Honda Red, as the Honda Red advertising boardings will confirm. Mori takes the win, time of 17.522. Khalid Pawi, 0.009 of a second down. Aditya 3rd, Tepe Nagoe in 4th. And Chang again, a respectable 5th. Korugi 6th. And Sumit Lokstupo, I believe, 8th is his best result of the season. 8th is 8 points. No, it's not. He's had a couple of 6th places. Pasawat finishing in the top 10. Looking a bit further down, it's the usual, and Andy Farid had to drop out after 5 laps, and Prabhu dropped out after 7 laps. So this has been a miserable day for Andy Farid, a win taken off him and then dropping out after 5 laps. But tell you what, the champion has been crowned. The gold helmet is very fitting and it fits very snugly. Khalid Pawi. Wax lyrical. Okay, listen, we'll go for a quick break. When we're back, we'll have the podium, and then we'll hear what the champion of the Asia Dream Cup has to say about his achievement. So congratulations to Sunya Mori. Victor, that's his first victory of the season. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4 third-place finishes, so it puts him not quite in the mix. He's probably just a little bit too far behind for second place in the title race, Harmy. But again, it's development. This is a fellow who's shown consistency throughout the season. 2 DNFs have really hurt him.
Yeah, he did for Chunjamori. And as we showed in Karidampawi, consistency is very important. And this is a learning part for the riders. Aditya Pangestu Hanafi, this is the rider that we've been talking about today. He and Andy has shown a great improvement in the past 2 races. And here, this is the winner of the title of this year. The champion of Asia Dream Cup 2014. And this is the winner of race 2, Shunya Mori from Japan.
The prize is being handed out by Mr. Kohei Ueda, the president of the Apollo Thailand Company Limited. Idemitsu. And there is the summary. Mori ruins Carolyn Powi's party. Quite right too. That's what competitive sport's all about. And Aditya gets into the race for second. Tell you what, that'll be interesting in Qatar. This season, we may have a champion, but the battle for second and third is very much alive.